We have created and locally tested our shell scripts for deployment. And now we can start to create our deployment pipeline. We'd like to be able to invoke these shell scripts from our GitHub Actions workflow. And here we are at the deployment workflow for our video streaming microservice. This is a GitHub Actions workflow called deploy.yaml. We can see here how we run each of the shell scripts in sequence. First, we run the build image shell script that builds the Docker image. Then we run the push image shell script that publishes the Docker image to the container registry. Before we can run the third shell script, we need to install kubectl into our runner and authenticate it with our cluster. And for that, we use this custom action called kubectl action. So this installs kubectl and it connects it to our cluster. To be able to authenticate kubectl with our cluster, we need to give it some authentication details. And for that, we're going to pull our Kubernetes configuration from a GitHub secret called kubeconfig. We'll cover GitHub secrets in a moment. So finally, we run our third shell script, deploy.sh. This expands our templated configuration based on the environment variables that we've got set in the runner here. It deploys the video streaming microservice to our Kubernetes cluster using kubectl. This procedure that we're using here in the workflow, running 3 shell scripts, it looks the same as what we have done locally, except that by including them in the workflow, our deployment will now happen automatically. Each and every time we push code changes to GitHub, it's going to deploy our microservice to Kubernetes automatically for us. No more manual deployments for us, thank you very much. What a wonderful day this is turning out to be.